Welcome to BossUp Babes, helping babes show up, boss up, and thrive. With #1 best-selling author, global influencer, and ultimate boss babe, Karissa Adkins. Karissa is a health and wellness expert and CEO of the 365 Daily Hustle, here to help mompreneurs and career-focused women boss up and reclaim their healthiest life. She is a pro at cutting through the BS and inspiring massive breakthroughs that help women create healthy routines and habits that facilitate personal and professional growth. Are you ready to reclaim your best life, take action, and be a badass boss babe? Let's get to it.
What's up, ladies? Welcome to another fabulous episode of BossUp Babe Show. If you're new, welcome. Holla at you right now. And if you're, just coming back for your next dose of boss upness, welcome back, girlfriend. I love having you here. But no, you guys, we are a weekly show. We are a weekly show dedicated to all you lady entrepreneurs, you innovators, you hustlers, you personal development junkies. You know who you are. So go ahead and just grab your notebook, pen and paper, because I'm about to blow your mind today on how you can create your most epic life by getting more sleep and actually creating what I like to call a power down hour. If my clients are listening to this, they're like, oh yeah, it's about to get real, because they know that creating a powerful power down hour really allows me to set my other areas of life up for success. Now, before I get into all like the juicy tips and strategies and the benefits of sleep, I literally have a really, really cool celebration that I want to share with you guys. So you know how we always do what's new in Karissa's life right now. I'm going to not talk about what I was actually going to talk about, because I literally just got an Instagram message from a good friend of mine. Her name's Kim, and she had herself the newest Strong Fitness magazine, and she was like, who is this woman? And I was like, sure, right? So I'm just so excited, and like I am a subscriber, right? I get the Strong magazine every month, and it's just kind of like something that I take on the airplane when I'm going to go do a speaking event or meeting a client for a retreat. And because I don't read a lot of like magazines, I don't. It is what it is. But I do like to, pick up stuff like this for when I go and travel, because sometimes I get tired of reading my books, or I get tired of listening to podcasts, and I just want to like flip through and be like, oh yeah, like that looks good or whatever. So here it was sitting on my desk waiting for me to get back, because I just got back from a 4-day retreat with a client. And when I saw her Instagram reel, like I was like, shut up. I was even on a meeting when it came through. I was on a meeting and I was just kind of like observing. It was a coaching call that I'm actually a part of. And I flipped this sucker open, and it was just so cool, you guys. Like, my good friend Kim, I got to give her a shout out, right? She is the owner of Sweat Boot Camp in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. But a couple of months ago, she reached out to me and she said, I'm looking for a very powerhouse motivational speaker. And girlfriend, I've seen you. I've heard your story. I want you to share your story with my people, with all the women that come to Strong Camp. And I was like, of course, like I'd be blessed, and it'd be an honor to come and share my story with you and your team and your people, and just all the women that come to Strong Camp 2022, Rio Rancho. And so there I went, right? I went, and it was a really cool experience as a speaker, because normally if you're a speaker, right, we fly in, we maybe watch some of the other speakers, we maybe catch like the first day that, maybe the day before ours or something like that. But because this was just a 4-hour away event, I decided that I was going to go and I was going to be like an actual member of this whole sweat experience, this whole Strong boot camp experience. And so I worked out along with these ladies. I cried with these ladies. And then it was my turn to share my powerful weight loss transformation story, my powerful story of how I went from blah to badass. And then I got to teach them how to create a champion mindset, which is key to pushing past all your fears, all your limiting beliefs, and all of your doubts that you can even accomplish your goals, right? So not only did I get to sweat along with these beautiful souls, I got to share my soul and my passion with so many women, but it's so cool to be listed in a major magazine, Strong Fitness, as one of the presenters, one of the motivational speakers there. And it even is kind of even cool to see, I have 2 clients in these photos too. So when one woman bosses up, so many women boss up. And that's what I absolutely love. And really, that's what this show is all about, you guys. It's helping women boss up to the next level of greatness. Now, I don't have, a guest on today. You may not have known that. Maybe you read the description, who knows? But today I really want to talk to you about how you can boss up your sleep and how you can boss up, and create a very awesome, powerful hour that allows you to actually get those Z's, because you guys, sleep is so incredibly important. So before I dive in on how to create a powerful hour, I think it's really important for us to quickly talk about the benefits of sleep, because sleep is so underestimated. When I was in my corporate job and God, even 12 years ago when I was 213 pounds and I was just like on this like sucky life, and I was depressed and I was ashamed, and I had guilt and fear, all kinds of crappy programming in my brain, sleep was not a priority for me, right? I would tuck my kids into bed around 8:30, and then I would go and like stay out, whether I was drinking or, like at the neighbors or something like that. Cause we're military. So like our houses were literally on top of each other. Like I could literally just stand right outside my door and there would be like a neighbor party, right? So I didn't make my sleep a priority. It didn't matter to me. I was constantly exhausted, right? So I would go to bed around midnight, and then I would still have to wake up around 6 to get my son up and out the door. And I just did not make sleep a priority. I knew I needed to get better sleep. I mean, who doesn't know this? This is like old news, all right? And if it's new news, welcome to the new news podcast where sleep is important. No, but for real, you guys, sleep is so incredibly important. And not just from a health aspect, but a productivity aspect, a clarity aspect. When we are sleeping, our minds and our bodies are, our minds are very active. They're repairing everything that's going on in our body. So let me just break down the benefits of sleep. Okay. You may even, hear one that you didn't know about, right? It's not just about the sleep and what your freaking watch says at the end of the night, in the morning when it's like, oh, your sleep number is an 8. Congrats. Like, no, like it's more than just the notification on your app. Okay. So number one benefit, and not that these are any particular order, but sleep can boost your immune system. So remember when everyone was freaking out about COVID, I was over here getting enough sleep. I have Hashimoto's, you guys, and part of a thyroid disease is making sure that I live a very healthy lifestyle. In fact, that's how I put my Hashis into remission. Okay. I don't have symptoms anymore. My hair, like everything that was crazy, like the hair loss, the eczema, the digestion, like everything that was really bad is now really, really good and just kind of in its growth stages. So I can truly say that it's all into remission, right? I don't feel the symptoms. I don't take any medication for thyroids. And if you have a thyroid issue, like you may be thinking she's crazy and she's lying to me, but I'm not, right? It's important to me not to be on all kinds of extra meds. And so anyways, I made sleep a huge priority because I was scared, right? When 2019 hit and this whole thing called COVID came out, and they were like, oh, if you have this, if you're a high risk, you should just stay inside. And they put all this fear into us. And I was like, oh, well, I'm good as long as I, work out, I eat clean, and I get sleep. So your sleep, good sleep, can can boss up your immune system. So when your body gets enough sleep, y'all, your immune cells and proteins get the rest that they need to fight off whatever comes your way, like colds and the flu and COVID. So that's why they say, right, when you're not feeling really well, make sure you sleep and you rest. And yet so many people don't. And I'm like, why do this to you? But you now know that sleep can boost your immune system. All right, number 2, gaining Z's can help prevent weight gain. Yes, you all know that I am, the world's #1 mindset and health and lifestyle expert. And I help women boss up their bodies. And part of losing weight and bossing up our bodies so that we are living our most optimal, epic life ever is getting sleep. Okay. So you guys, racking up 8 hours of sleep isn't going to, result in losing the pounds. It's not, right? You cannot sleep your way into health and fitness, but it can help your body from packing on the pounds. So if you don't get enough sleep, your body produces all kinds of hormones. And I'm not going to get scientific with you with all the different hormones, but there's a specific hormone that it produces when you sleep. And this hormone boosts your appetite. Okay. So your body also decreases the production of leptins, which is a hormone that tells you that you're full. Put them both together and then boom, a dangerous conversation for late night snacking. Plus, when you don't sleep enough, you guys, and you get more stressed out throughout the day because you're irritable, it's harder to fight off those junk food cravings. So it's just like exhausting thinking about why sleep is so important. Let's just follow my tips and just get some sleep. All right. Number 3, sleep can actually strengthen your heart. Hello, beautiful hearts. We love you. Thank you for pumping us with, energy and love and guidance and all that jazz. But here we go, right? Sleep can strengthen your heart. Not getting enough sleep can lead to heart health problems like high blood pressure or heart attacks. That's because lack of sleep can cause your body to release cortisol, a stress hormone that triggers your heart to have to work harder, right? So just like your immune system, your heart needs rest in order to function powerfully and properly. Just another reason why we need to get more sleep. All right, number four, let me make sure I'm doing good here. Okay, number 4, I'm going to lead it with this and then we'll go to a quick break. All right. So number 4, better sleep equals better mood. Who doesn't know this one? Okay. But I'm just putting it out there. There is some truth to that old saying of getting up on the right side of the bed. But however, it has nothing to do with which side of the bed you roll out of. But sleeping can lead to good moods, you guys. And really, it makes sense. If you sleep well, you wake up feeling rested. Being rested helps your energy levels soar. And when your energy is up, life is magical. All right. Those little baby challenges that happen every single day or every hour, all of a sudden don't seem to annoy us so much, right? Our kids don't seem to annoy us so much when we are not irritated. Okay. When we're not angry. So if you are angry and if you're moody and, if you're just like stressed out all the time, you guys get some sleep. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. I have just a couple more reasons why you need to get sleep. And then we're going to get right into the meat of everything of how you can create a beautiful power hour that sets you up for sleep success. We'll be right back. 365 Daily Hustle is a global health coaching company helping purpose-driven women boss up and get healthy so that they can truly show up and thrive in the world. We help women lose weight, gain energy, and feel sexy and confident in their bodies. We help women create sustainable habits that support a positive mindset, nutrition, exercise plans, stress relief, and of course, self-care. If you're tired of feeling like a failure when it comes to your weight loss and health goals, please visit our website at 365dailyhustle.com or join the Healthy Hustle Facebook community today for healthy tips, recipes, workouts, and more. All right, ladies, we are back and we are talking all things sleep. And more importantly, in the next half, we are really going to get nitty gritty with creating a power down hour that sets you up for success. And you guys, I don't care what you call it, but I like to just think of everything as power up hours, like my spiritual power hour. So of course, naturally, I'm a boss up babe. I overdo everything. So my sleep, hour, the hour right before I go to bed, it's called the power down hour. No, but we're talking sleep, why sleep is so incredibly important right now. So we've got just a couple more reasons. We've already talked about the first 4, which 1, sleep can boost your immune system. 2, getting enough sleep can prevent weight gain. Hello, ladies, because I know you have half of you are following me for that. And then 3, sleep can strengthen your heart. And then we just left with 4, which is better sleep equals better mood. And so we're on 5. Very, number one reason why we need enough sleep is it can increase our productivity. So who here like really wishes they could get more done? And be honest with yourself, because I get on the phone with about 10 women every single day, whether it's a sales call or a coaching call. And like one of their biggest things is like, because they're all CEOs and badasses and entrepreneurs and executives. And they're like, oh, if I could just be more productive, right? So here it is. It's always like, oh, well, how much sleep are you getting? Right. And then we go into like time blocking and all that jazz. But sleeping can increase productivity levels. So you may think that you're, wowing your boss by turning the midnight oil, like putting off a good night's rest could be having the adverse effects of your work or your school. Okay. So you answering emails at 10 p.m. at night, trying to get caught up is really doing you more harm. Maybe that's the reason why you're actually up at 10 p.m. at night, answering emails from the toilet or God knows where. Like that is, I could do a whole episode on creating solid work boundaries just to help you ladies. But we'll save that for another time. So yeah, sleep can increase productivity levels. All right. So sleep has been linked to improve concentration and higher cognitive functions, both of which can help you be more successful at work. So one restless night can leave you feeling frazzled, making it more likely for you to make mistakes, like, did I forget to turn the oven off? Or did I accidentally schedule that email for the wrong day? Like, it's just those little things. But like lack of sleep, like compiled, just creates like a zombie, right? Like a zombie effect. And so I want to encourage you, if you are staying up late trying to get caught up and you're losing sleep over your work, how about you try the opposite? Because for years you've probably been doing that. And guess what? You're still playing catch up. You're still wishing you had more focus and energy throughout the day. So how about you try it my way and you just go to bed? You just go to bed. You give yourself an easy bedtime and you just do it. Okay. You just do it. Tip number 6. Or not tip, yeah. Reason number 6 why sleep is so important is sleep can increase exercise performance. Hello. Someone studied the effects of sleep deprivation on basketball players, and guess what they found? When they didn't sleep well, they weren't very good basketball players. Duh, right? And that's what you might be thinking. But how can you become the VIP in your life? It's by getting sleep. Okay. So sleep affects all types of exercise performance. So under the cover recovery really does help with hand-eye coordination, reaction time, muscle recovery. It helps me wake up and feel like a total badass in the gym, right? Because I'm not tired. I'm not exhausted. Okay, so sleep with not enough sleep can really negatively impact your strength and power. So if you are an athlete and you're trying to boss up as an athlete, I want you to check your sleep levels. Okay, check your sleep levels. Number 7, last one, I promise we're getting there. Sleep improves memory. So even though sleep gives your body the rest it needs, your mind is still hard at work. In fact, when you're sleeping, your unconscious mind is really working really, really fast for you, okay? It's actually processing and consolidating all of your memories from the day. So if you don't get enough sleep, who knows where those memories are going to go? Or worse, your mind might actually create false memories, hallucinations, and not in a good way. So you guys, the bottom line is sleep is good and it is totally 100% necessary if you want to be a boss up babe. So let's get right down to creating a power down hour that sets you up for not just a good night's sleep, but sets you up to live your most epic life. All right. Number 1 is I want you to give yourself a bedtime. Now, I know this seems super elementary school, but like I want you to think about your kids, okay? And what do we do? If you're not a parent, then I think about your niece or nephew or whatever, right? And what their parents do. So as a mom of 2 kids and a stepson, everyone has a bedtime, right? Since they were little. Shoot, even since they were born, right? We like try and get like our first goal as a mom is to get your baby to like start sleeping through the night because we know sleep is so incredibly important. So we give our kids a bedtime. What makes you any different? You guys, you've got to start with a bedtime. So personally, I'm just going to walk you and reverse engineer this sucker, right? Exactly how I do it. So on a piece of paper, I want you to list out what would be my bedtime that gives me the perfect amount of sleep. And 3 hours is not enough, and neither is probably 5. I don't care how much you're lying to yourself saying that, oh, well, I operate really good with just 5. Like, bullshit. Okay. I call it, I'm going to say it. That's my opinion. Who cares? I'm entitled to it. I honestly think people need anywhere from 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Now, I'm no sleep expert, right? I'm about to interview a sleep expert here in a couple months. So we're going to pick her brain on this too. But personally, I think women who are powerhouses need more sleep than, 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Okay, so give yourself a bedtime. So just write on that piece of paper. For me, my bedtime looks like 8 p.m. Now, before you jump into like any crazy ideas, I also get up at 3:45. So don't like think, right? Wow, she's an old lady and she goes to bed. No, my ass gets up really, really early in the morning because I love working out and I love starting my day off like that. So give yourself a bedtime, number 1. Number 2 is I want you to then backtrack. Okay, in order for me to go to bed at 8 o'clock, what needs to happen 30 to 45 minutes prior to start winding down the night? Okay, so guess what? At 7 o'clock, my phone chimes off because it's an appointment in my calendar. My bedtime is, yes, I know it's crazy. I'm a little OCD with my time. It's okay, but it allows me to get everything done. So at 7 o'clock, this alarm goes off and it says ding, 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 like it's like a really pretty chime. And I'm like, ooh, it's time for me to start powering down. So no matter where I'm at, I tend, like if I'm in the house, whether I'm downstairs watching TV or I'm, finishing up some cleaning project or decluttering or just chilling with my man, right? I'm like, okay, it's time for us to start winding down. And now I want you to think about what you need to do in that like step-by-step routine, like a playbook, if you will, that allows you to actually wind down enough so that you can be out like a light by 8 p.m. or whatever your bedtime was. Okay. So I want you to create a step-by-step playbook for your routine. So for me, it looks like shutting off all electronics, getting out of my work clothes and like into my pajamas. It means, taking my makeup off, brushing my teeth. It means filling my essential oils in my room with, lavenders and whatnot. Around 7:30, I go upstairs. My husband still stays downstairs. So that way we have a little bit of time for each other, like for our own needs. But then I come up around 7:30 and I play my meditation. Okay. It's a hypnosis track that is starting to wire my brain for success. All right. So you guys see how that works. Some people put their clothes out for the gym the next day. Some people put their water bottles and their fitness bottles and all that jazz ready to go in the fridge. Their food is in the lunchbox. Like all they got to do is grab it and go. I don't care what it looks like. I want you to literally track out what you're going to do that 30 to 45 minutes prior so that you can actually get to bed on time. Okay. It's huge. It's very, very important. Now, a big question that I get asked all the time is, Karissa, do you go to bed at 8 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays? And the short answer is no, not really. But I am fast asleep by 9 p.m. Because let's face it, you guys, I've been on this routine for over a decade of like going to bed at 8, getting up at 4, like 3:45 in the morning so I can get to the gym by 4. So naturally, I'm exhausted by 9 o'clock. And again, I don't do half-ass anything. So when I'm at work, I'm at work. When I'm cooking, I'm cooking. When I'm with my family, we're playing. Right? There's no like, meh, meh, meh. So I'm tired. I'm ready to crash by 7 o'clock. I'm just like trying to stay up to 8 just so that everyone can get a little bit more time with mom. So you get the idea, right? Like I want you to give yourself a bedtime and then think about, okay, realistically, in order for me to get to bed at that time, what needs to happen prior to that? And how much time do I need? Me, I need 30 to 45 minutes. Some people need 10. Some people need an hour. You do you, right? Your race, your pace. But I just want to encourage you to use these strategies and tips to help you get some more sleep because now we know why sleep is so incredibly important. All right, ladies, that's really all I have for you today. I'm curious if you're listening to this live or catching this on the replay, whether it's the podcast or on Roku, feel free to DM me, message me, send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, what you thought about today's show. And if you found it very helpful, just go ahead and screenshot, the episode and say, oh my God, I totally love this. Feel free to invite your boss babes, friends to come over and like the show too. But with that, I'm a high performance coach helping women with their health, mindset, and life coaching through my mentorship and coaching programs. So ladies, if you're tired of playing small and you know you're meant for more, I want to encourage you to book your free 15-minute Get Fit Clarity call with me today. It is free, and I promise you it's not some sleazy sales call, because I don't work with everyone. It's almost like, let's just have a conversation to even see if I want to work with you, if I want to help you boss up to the next level. I only work with women who are really, really ready to boss up to that next level of greatness. So if that's you, let's talk. And I don't think I have anything else, y'all. I hope you have a beautiful day. Catch me next week. I'm interviewing a spiritual leader. Her name is Domini, and she is a beautiful soul who is not only, making 7 figures, doing her own business, doing her online thing, traveling the world, speaking on stages. She's a total boss up babe, but she is in that field of like spirituality and like connecting with your human soul. So with that, y'all, stay tuned for next week's episode.
Thank you for listening to Boss Up Babes with Karissa Adkins, bringing you tangible tips and expert coaching advice to help you boss up and get healthy. Tune in every Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific on transformationtalkradio.com for interviews with industry leaders and powerhouse boss babes that will empower you to take action and live your best life. If you're ready to boss up and work with Karissa in one of her transformative group coaching programs, visit 365dailyhustle.com.